Last time on the farm, we delivered our greenhouse and wood miser products for a very nice profit of over $6,000. We also took care of some more contracts and bought ourselves a dirt bike to get around the map faster and more effectively for the Deadwood missions. Stick around for today's crazy activities here on the farm. It is my pleasure to welcome you to a rainy August day. My name is Nolan, you can call me O. How is it going today for you? There is on the sale the MacDon front windrower there. There is a rear mower, look at that thing, very big, we don't need it. And then a header trailer on sale, so we have nothing we are looking to purchase today. Let's take a peek at today's contracts. Our contracts today are fairly limited. There is the Deadwood mission for $1,050 and a wood transport mission for just shy of $6,000. The location here is northwest to the northeast sawmill. And this Deadwood is in the south, more kind of west. It's more so just straight south. So it doesn't make a lot of sense for us to group them together like that. Let's just start with, I did not borrow the items. That's going to make this take a considerable amount of time extra. It is my own fault, ladies and gentlemen, but what do we do? Not much we can do in hindsight, sadly. So this is going to be a very fun contract and a great opportunity for me to ask you how your days are going. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are enjoying some beautiful, beautiful times in your lives. And if not, I wish you the best regardless, because it costs me nothing. It's completely free, ladies and gentlemen. I know you know that, but sometimes you just gotta hear it. Sometimes you just gotta be able to say it. So what we're going to do now is we are going to hook up the wood trailer, and we need to go get started on this wood transport mission. It's going to take us a hot minute, which is the perfect opportunity for a very nice lengthy time lapse right off the bat. Let's get her going. Just like that, a wood transport mission done and gone. That seemed like it took a very long time, and that's because it really did. It really, really did. That was a grind. Just get the contract done, but it was well worth it. Square bales, I think we have a round bale wrapper. I don't remember. We're gonna have to take a peek at that, because that would be a great one to do. So let's do that. Yep, looks like we can do round bales with our baler, so that one is not a good mission for us to go about. There is another wood transportation mission. Otherwise, there is some cultivating missions as well. I think we're going to consider some of these cultivating missions. Give me a moment. Here is what I'm thinking we're gonna do. There is a $9,500 cultivator that can do 4 meters. And although it's not the widest of anything here, it definitely will do a decent job, especially for the price. The price is the most, just like, it's the best part about it for sure. It's a shallow cultivator, so I don't know if it's going to make a difference. But for $9,500, it looks like it's going to be a great deal for us to continue growing out our arsenal as we prepare for some good stuff. But at the same time, I don't know, because we could just lease a slightly larger cultivator that Big Red could handle and do those missions much faster. So I don't know. Because of the indecision, I think I'm actually just going to choose a different way for us to make some money. And actually, I have a fun one that I don't think I have considered enough for ourselves. You see, this here trailer is able to move about anything. and we own lawnmowers, and the last question I guess is can our bucket pick up grass? Because I would love to mow the front lawn. It can, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, that is not Big Red. Give me Big Red. There we go. We're going to have a little bit of fun for ourselves here. Let's put on the mowers, because we're going to mow our property, pick up the grass, and either we're going to store it or sell it. I really don't know what we're going to do with the grass yet, because we could like try to tether it into hay, but this isn't a great field for this, you know. It's more so I want to keep our grass properly mowed so it looks like we're not slumlords. That's the main goal. So let's have a little bit of fun here. Let's mow our own lawn for the first time, ladies and gentlemen. You know, that did take me quite a while, but it was also kind of therapeutic to me. I really do enjoy the way it looks. Now, granted, all these small trees over here are going to make collecting this grass over here much more of a pain in the butt, so I decided I'm just not going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. It's a revolutionary idea. You can thank me later. If you ever bite off more than you can chew, just stop chewing. There we go. It's a beautiful thing indeed. So, I honestly, if we get like 64 bucks per thousand, I'd be happy. I'd be happy with $200 here. That's how little I anticipate the sells for, if we can even sell it here in the first place. But we're going to find out very easily and very soon here. Let's see. What do we get for the front bucket? I cannot dump it into... Oh, because maybe I need to actually overload it right here. Let's take a peek. Yes, that's the answer. What's the money? $119 for the trailer, and that means nothing crazy here. Another 41 bucks. $160 is, you know, it's not great. I'm not gonna lie to you. 160 bucks, not really worth it, but it is kind of worth it to me in terms of the aesthetics of the farm. As we go on with the series, I think we should be doing a better job of keeping our own land kept up with. We need to keep up with it much better. We shouldn't have long grass on our property, and because of that, I think we're going to be making a greater effort to take care of the grass around our stuff. What that's going to look like, I'm not really sure, because I don't want to have to pick up all this grass, but I do think it's just going to like pile up. So I don't know what it's going to quite look like, and it'll just be very interesting to see exactly where we end up with it. Still nothing new in the sale means let's go look at some more contract opportunities for us as we continue to attempt making some money. Wood transport, spraying, a hoeing mission. Still do not own a hoe. Deadwood cultivating, baling, bale wrapping. Both of these are square bale. We could lease one and use it for both, and that's going to be exactly what we do. We're going to borrow for one and accept for the other, because they are both utilizing the same kind of bales. We have the Linder Lindrak 130. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's got crab steering. That is crazy work for us. One of the fields was to our north, I believe. I think it was one of these ones right over yonder. So we're gonna go do that one first. This thing can turn on a dime. This would be a great tractor for running mowers. If one comes on the sale, I would love to pick it up. because, I mean, it is quick too. It's 32 miles per hour. This would be a perfect mower tractor. It can just travel so fast. And the crab steering means it can run almost anything and spin around very effectively. This would be really good for small tools. We're going to have to consider one of these for our farm, especially a little bit later as we actually have access to money. So let's get this thing unloaded here, or sorry, unfolded. Unfolded is the word, and it looks like there's no further buttons we need to press. We just have to get it unfolded and jump the culvert. As we do, I do think that this thing's turning radius is throwing me off like crazy, but that is a-okay. I do hate how long it can feel like it takes for each individual bale to wrap, but at the same time, the money you make on these missions is not paralleled. Oh, I need to turn on automatic drops. There we go. That is much, much better. Yeah, I honestly, I don't know how I feel about the crab steering. I might turn it off because we don't really need that crab steering for this kind of mission here. But at the same time, I kind of like it. You kind of wiggle the tractor a little bit, you know. Thank you. I'll be okay. That was not automatic unload. I did not turn that on. Oh well. Maybe let me actually turn on the tooltips here just so I can hit it and then turn it back off. That's better. That is so much better. I mean, I love the turning radius for like that turn right there. It helps so much. That boy was out of here. Very interesting. Let's get on the road to the next one. It'll drop this one in the field here. Very successful first contract. We can get this folded up too as we just drive south anyways. I am very, very curious as to what kind of money they get for one of these. So Lindor Lindtrack, likely a medium tractor here. No, large tractor, Lindor Lindtrack, right here. 123 grand. That is something we're going to want to remember. What was the horsepower rating on that? It was 136, so not really big enough to run a bunch of mowers, but for smaller projects like this where you're just trying to get around the map, it makes a lot of sense. Plus it looks like it has the room on the body for a front loader. It does. This would be a very nice wood transportation tractor. That's all I'm gonna say. It would be such a nice wood transport tractor. And those bales are gonna be right down here. I only anticipate there being about 11 bales on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe even just 9. That is impressive work. I mean, look at, like, there's still grass down here for when we mow it, so I don't know how I feel about mowing our own property without being able to, like, pick it up and take care of it, but it's definitely something that we need to be considering. Our property needs to look nice. Oh, this is too funny. Okay, so if you guys want to make it so your square bale thing shoots them out, just drop this one right next to another one. Okay, here we go. Let's watch this one. Projectile bale, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh. This one's gonna get absolutely launched. We've got pretty good distance already. Let's see what we can do this time. Oh man, not nearly as good as the one before it. Okay, we're gonna get right on top of it again. And then we're gonna slam on the gas and see if that helps. I mean, that was decent range. Just launching bales around the map. Here we go. See what kind of range we get this time. Straight through the sunflowers. I'm betting that guy's happy with me. Oh, this is honestly, this is one of my favorite things. I feel like this has been discovered by somebody by now. But if not, this is hilarious. Just get right up next to it and then slam on the gas. These bales are all over the place. There's not even one within the field limits right now. There we go. What if I... Oh, let's get a running start. Oh, weak. Invisible barriers, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful stuff. This is probably the favorite mission we've done on the entire save for me right now. That was just way too comical. I wonder if it'll launch other stuff. It almost has to, doesn't it? Problem is we have no more bales for it to do. So we're gonna have to remember this, ladies and gentlemen. The square baler has cheese potential. Or sorry, square bale wrapper has some serious cheese potential. This looks like a rather decent mission here, but nothing too crazy. The stone picking mission, I don't want to touch that one, honestly. It does not look fun in the least, in the slightest. It just doesn't look fun at all. It's a 5 bottom plow. Can we do anything better with our current horsepower? I doubt it completely. 5 bottom, 160. Or a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bottom plow. What would it cost me? At least $2,500. That's a couple of bucks, as they like to say. 2,500 bucks. That would basically eliminate the contract reward. It would only give us 900 bucks to do it, and it would take half as long, but it would half the profit as well. So it doesn't seem like there's much that we want to be up to tonight. There's no other productions that we own yet. We could, in theory, end up with something that could work with the mushrooms and garlic that we tried to run over earlier. I mean, another production on this small plot of land is kind of crazy. What does this have? It has planks and long wooden beams, and it's down to 3,900 wood. Which means we're probably looking at maybe a deadwood mission here, just to make sure we got enough. I think that's going to be the best bet for us here. Let's get a deadwood mission done and gone. Done and gone, so that no matter what happens, we will be a-okay. I've got some great ideas for this mission too. I've been practicing just my general malarkey, and I think this is very, very along the lines of malarkey. So we're gonna grab the big red. Oh my gosh, you never seen that name coming. It's probably the best name since the name Sliced Bread. I know it's a great name, and it's probably the best since then. But let's take on this. Oh, what was that? Oh, those are cultivating missions. I'm losing it, ladies and gentlemen. We're driving south here. We need to go drive south and check out what we have in store for us at this contract. Boogie! Alright, let's see what kind of shenanigans we can get up to. Here's the concept. If we pull the trailer right up onto the sky, like such. Yep, that looks pretty good. Oh, didn't even need to undo that there. And then we'll just cut the tree right into the back of the trailer. What could possibly go wrong with this, huh? I see nothing that could go wrong with this kind of behavior. Just drop it right in. I mean, did that just perfectly balance? You have got to be joking me. What? I don't even think we can make this up. It literally balanced perfectly. I mean, let's just strap that tree down, I guess. It's not going anywhere. Now, granted, can we even turn all the way one way? No. Or maybe we can. I mean, we can turn right. And if you have to turn left, you just have to turn right a bunch. What's wrong with that? I mean, not my best work, but we've got ways around that. Yep, and that is some of my best work. We are going to leave the big red just like that, and clean up the rest of this deadwood here, and then we'll just bring those 2 big trees back to our sawmill, because that should last it for a while, shouldn't it? So let's just bop through these quick. That is mission success, and I don't think I've ever seen mission success look so pretty before. We can actually turn left fairly well, considering the fact that I took the straps off the trailer on accident. Oh well. I mean, what do you do? What do you do? This is just a extra wide load, ladies and gentlemen. It's perfectly fine. It is perfectly environmentally friendly, so much so that I've got the blessing from 3 Eskimos and a nun. I know it's hard to believe, but I've got connections in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Some of the best connections I think you're ever going to find, if you were to go looking, that is. So let's just take these back. I don't really know how we're going to get this into our like into the wood miser. Because there's these big poles in the way, and I think if we try to stick to the main road, we're gonna hit a bottleneck, so I think we have to go all the way around to the right, and then, I mean, it's going to get a little bit more complicated because of the woods' crazy behavior. Yeah, we don't have a choice. Rest in peace. Very nice and pretty looking field. It's just how it has to be. Oh, that's gonna do some things. It's okay. It's okay. We got insurance on this bad boy, okay? Not even... I mean, we should probably check and make sure we've got full coverage, because I am a liability myself. Oh my. We're almost there. We are almost there. It's okay. Let's hit the snow pile, just to make sure it's a breathing. Okay, here we go. Let's see. It's one down. Okay, that worked way too well. I'm actually really happy with the way that worked out. Let's turn off Big Red here, get a peek at the current wood status. Now it went from, like, what was it, 4,000 up to 7,000. So that was pretty darn effective if you were to ask me on every day that's not a Thursday. And that's just because Thursdays are particularly unproductive for me. So that's just how it's going to have to be, okay? Just how it's going to have to be, but... ladies and gentlemen, it is, honestly, it's already been quite a decent chunk of time. Wow! Time flies when you're having fun and when you are losing your mind playing Farming Simulator as well. Isn't that lovely? Well, let's take a peek at the weather, see if there's anything we're missing. There is nothing we're missing. A little bit of rain coming in October, but we've got a couple months, and it looks like maybe our snow is still going to be around... I don't get it. Why is the snow still here? Do I have seasonal growth turned off, maybe? Is that what it's... I don't think I do. Snow is turned on. Maybe I turned snow off. Crop destruction. I mean, I leave almost everything on. I don't understand why there's still snow on the ground. Maybe, this might be a bug that is being sorted out. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But, either way, thank you so much for watching. Please enjoy the rest of your days and nights. Take care.